Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to Monday night's special edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. It's Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, a.k.a. the nastiest Dookie, you know, the land captain, Rampoo McNasty, and I'm gonna go on comfort mode. No, I'm not. It's action mode, baby, because we got some ass to kick. Oh, yeah. But of course, I'm not rocking by myself, because I got my crew of Stormbreakers with me. You got Langston Embershroud, you got Manto Zermeister, you got Quick, and of course, to lead us along in this epic adventure, the greatest guy at D&D DM of the land here, it's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Monday night shorty edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Our players have made it quite a journey, determined to save their world as they have traveled to Xaryxis space with a fleet of ships at their command, a whole coalition, if you will. But nothing could have prepared them for the armada of enemy ships and the host of solar dragons guarding this magnificent citadel of the Xaryxian Empire and the Astral Elves. But with some quick thinking, Langston thwarted those solar dragons, and with some Astral Elf armor in hand, a glimmer of hope shines as they approach the Imperial Citadel. Or perhaps that is the light of Xaryxis that shines. Nevertheless, as your ship draws closer to the Citadel, you can make out thousands of people in the streets. The crowds surround the temple at the Citadel's peak, and by comparison, the two docking platforms at the tail end of the Citadel seem rather quiet. You guys begin to pull into those eastern docks that you guys have established, the common docks, and let's get you guys on the scene. As you guys make your ship docked down here, still under the veil of invisibility, cloaked by Garganel, with a few moments remaining, Aho approaches up to Crick and the rest of the crew here, rubbing their head up against Crick's leg and kind of staring longingly up into the starry galaxy sky.
They kind of pat his head. Everything okay, buddy?
See, it has a very kind of a calm demeanor to them, like a very peaceful demeanor, as they kind of just rub their head once again up against you and stare into that bright light of Xaryxis. Your guys' goal, you're finally here in Xaryxis space, and it seems like Aho has a bit of a familiarity for whatever reason.
Kind of note that, and I turn back to basically everybody. As we leave, please keep Aho safe. Maybe we'll find a nice, safe place in the fight.
Crux looks back. We'll make sure Aho's alright. I mean, of course, we don't want to send too many people on in there, making a big old scene if we don't need to. We'll keep close watch over here, and of course, if any ne'er-do-wells or any wrongdoers come our way, make sure Aho and the ship is protected.
Much appreciated, my friends. Gentlemen, shall we?
Let's do it.
Why not?
So, I suggest, because I look over and am a dragonborn clearly hiding in these outfits, that I take the rear, and perhaps Langston over here, being one of their kind, take lead. And you can speak for us, too.
I
Well, I think
don't see why
now
not.
we're all, well, except for me, are all their kind. You know,
do have the disguises.
since you're wearing the disguises, come on.
Can
You
I?
gotta-
Can I see how much does Rampu stand out in these disguises?
Yeah, Rampu's build is definitely quite different from an Astro Elves, and then Crix is as well, honestly, in a different manner. However, between the three of you guys, or I guess, yeah, including Manto as well, four of you guys, Rampu and Crick definitely seem to stick out a little bit, but with the armor and the Astro Elf regalia, hopefully, you know, pass a quick glance.
All right. I mean, I say we ride it. Worst comes to worst, I'll do the sweet talking.
That's right.
Also, I'd like it to be known, I am not wearing the ring at the moment. I just have it in my pocket, just because I don't want people to be like, what the fuck, when they walk by. So I just am holding on to it and I'm ready to, like, use it as needed.
Perfect. Makes sense to me. Let me send this picture of the Citadel once again to you guys, so you can check that out in the game log. But yeah, as your guys' ship, you guys approach onto the Imperial Citadel, this mile-wide platform of hewn stone shaped like a moth. You guys can see the crystalline spires catching the light of distant stars. And yeah, your guys' ship docks at these stone piers. And you can see a little bit in the distance towering walls and guard towers that loom above. A little bit of a testament to the city's vigilance.
Magnificent architecture, I'll tell you that.
Actually, I'll go ahead and send this picture to you guys too.
I would scout to see if there's any kind of guards, anybody that might spot us on the way in,
Sure thing.
so we can maneuver accordingly.
Go ahead and make a perception check. So you guys would be on this lower right side of the image I just sent. Of course, in the top center would be the Temple of Light.
Yeah.
In 18, very nice. Yeah, as you look around, looking for any sort of guards that could be watching in the towers, it seems like most of this area is relatively empty, cleared out. A place that's probably busy during normal times, but with the funeral and coronation approaching, seems like most people are busy in the streets making their way to the temple.
I think
Okay.
it would make sense if we move fast and with purpose, and maybe look over. Maybe Manto leads the way. You know, out of sight.
I like it. But not out of mind. See? This is gonna. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Actually,
Nope, you
a
got it.
really good idea. Can't you communicate with people in their minds for a bit?
Yes, absolutely. Fuck. I've only done it
I believe they
once.
say he's bulimic. Is that what they call it? The reminds.
Fuck. What is it called?
Isn't it like proficiency bonus plus a D4 time or something?
Yeah, but is it just my psionic power? Hold on. Yeah, psychic whispers.
Mhm.
So, I'll send that to the game log. Let's send.
I do not
That
see
one.
anything.
Fuck. Done.
Make sure it's to everyone.
There you go.
He's
Oh, there we
so
go.
stealthy, you don't even see his game log sense.
You get
Also stealthy.
Use one or more creatures you can see up to there.
Yeah, I don't want to read all that.
So,
Oh, guys.
so you
So I can choose 3 people to. So all
I
you
trust
guys
I trust
Wow.
you.
for a
no.
number of hours equal to the number rolled on my
Yeah.
psionic energy die.
And you get a
Roll a
freebie
D8.
for long
Oh,
rest.
we got 1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah, I think you get a freebie on it per long rest, right? The first one's free.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Yeah, with the new rules. Yeah.
Buy one, get one free.
Because you regain
Don't
one of
go
your...
on mental power.
I don't know where it says that, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't expend a psionic energy die
Yeah,
the
for your
first
first
time I
yeah.
use it. So, hell yes.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
so
we got
maybe
one...
you lead the way, and if you run into a lot of people, maybe you let us know.
Sounds good to me. I would, like, based off of Rampu's perception, I noted that the coast is clear. I'd hop onto the, I guess, off the ship and onto the dock, and immediately my chameleon carapace kind of starts to kick in, and I kind of just start like stealthing around, kind of like crawling on all six, like that guy from Monsters Inc., whatever his fucking name is.
What, Randall?
Randall,
Randall.
yes.
Oh, Randall
Real snake.
sucks.
Put
Yeah,
some
he's an
respect on Randall's
asshole.
name.
Dude, I
No,
love
he doesn't
Randall.
deserve any respect. Anyways, but I do. As I stealth up, I kind of like move up to this debris up here, kind of blending in with that and moving forward. And I would say as I get like closer and closer, or further and further away and closer into the town, I'm just constantly just keeping an eye out for, I guess, other astral elves. Yeah.
Sure.
For activity.
We'll say that I don't know if you guys look at that map image I sent once again. You guys will make your way out of like that lower dock area, out of that walled-in area, into like the lower quarter where the narrow streets wind between rows of modest stone homes and simple lodgings. And Manto, as you begin to push your way up there, you notice people moving about. The hum of conversation fills the air. You hear like a mix of worried murmurs and about the funeral and speculation of Prince Zealot's coronation. No one seems to be really like staying in place. Everyone kind of moving about, gathering things and heading towards the temple. Seems like the coast would be rather clear for you guys to make a move.
Also, would I know before I kind of continue on, like feeling like, I guess like I'm Hundo P. Would I have any knowledge with astral elves in the sense of, okay, so we currently have this telepathic bond between us four where we can all communicate telepathically, but do the astral elves have any sort of like skill set in being able to potentially compromise the connection that we have moving forward?
Make a history check. So 13. I would say that the knowledge that you have of Astral Elves, which isn't too vast, you've witnessed like Zadali having sending abilities, not necessarily mind prodding abilities, but you wouldn't imagine that just a everyday kind of person, a humanoid would just be able to possess such ability to kind of interfere with something like that.
Sure. Cool.
Maybe
Okay.
someone more innate with magical ability, someone studying it like a wizard or whatever, but not just your everyday person.
Right. Okay. All right. So I continue to kind of move forward, blending in with all of my surroundings with my chameleon carapace, and again, just keeping out for anything that I see, any, I guess, routes that I would kind of know that would get me to the center that we're supposed to go, the light.
Sure. Yeah, as you look through the streets, you can see, like I mentioned, different kinds of roads and pathways that veer in between the stone homes and businesses around here, different lodgings. It seems to be a pretty clear path to the west side of where guys are on, to the left of you, looking up to the north, of course, where the street is cleared off, and it actually leads up to, looks like, some gardens beyond that, which are just south of the temple.
Oh, how lovely. gents, I would say as further I venture in and then the further you guys follow, I would just say don't necessarily follow my route, more or less. Act nonchalant. Act like you've been there before.
And where?
You've got the astral elf costume on. You gotta play the part.
Langston starts
Also-
walking and is just all hip.
Fine, I'll
We're
be.
walking like he owns the place.
I'll be an
Very
elf.
flamboyant. I love it. You are definitely an astral elf.
Okay, hey, Rampu. Hey, Rampu. Rampu, you know damn well that's not what we do. You keep that up, I swear to God, I'll out us all right here.
You are
What do you
offending
mean?
half of
Oh, do you want me
Langston.
to, oh, look at me, I'm a dragonborn. Yeah, does it feel good? No, it doesn't feel good, does it?
Well, that is not factually accurate. My impression, meanwhile, is spot on. Been working on this
Name
for
it.
years.
Listen, look at me. Name 5 times I've done that. I'll give you 4. Name 5.
Well, technically, you just did the 5th one where you were trying to imitate the Dragonborn
Son of a
using my
bitch.
impression. So, yes, that's 5.
You know what? Hips don't lie. I'm walking.
Are we done here? All right, I keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Rick is walking
Let's
on all
get back
fours,
on our journey.
on top of all of these boxes, and he's like looted a couple. I don't know if there's anything in them. he just looted a couple boxes and he crawls back out.
All right. So what are the three of you guys? How are you guys proceeding? Like, actually, like as you guys are following Manto.
I'm taking
No.
the rear, and I'm
Of course you
honestly
are,
just
Captain.
being quiet.
I think it makes most sense for Langston to lead, me be in the middle since I'm obviously a little different, and then Rampu takes up the rear like he typically does.
That's right.
Takes it right up the rear.
So, and in terms of the path, I'm not like, I'm going the same general direction as Manto, but not like mimicking his footsteps. Just like, okay, there's an opening here, gave us it's cool. All right, we're going to go up, go around, and then, just keep on making our way downtown.
Yeah,
And I'm basically looking if I'm like Langston's security, essentially.
Crick is walking on his tiptoes.
All
Yeah,
right.
boy, Crick, you're blending right in.
All right. As Crick, you open up a quick crate to look through and grab whatever you can out of something. Lo and behold, to you, this crate is filled to the brim with nothing but eggplants.
Okay.
And you just see him like he looks in it. He's like, "Oh, eggplants!" And he just starts picking each and every single one of them out and puts them in his satchel, just very, very nicely.
Is this like the butter thing all over again? Just eggplants are now just stored?
No, like he's not putting them in his sleeves more. He's just putting them in. He's just putting them on in his bag. Just-
Okay.
I mean, it's free eggplants. But let's keep going.
All right. We're sick of enemy territory, and we're stealing their eggplants. Sure.
But we're supposed to act like we've been here before.
I
So,
don't think
it's
people
good.
just go like, "Oh, look at these crates. Let me yoink some eggplants."
Remind me
price
on our
tag.
way back when we have to pass by here to look for a crate of time.
I've got so much on my hands.
It's crazy that you
Really?
have so much time, yet here we are.
Okay.
Ugh.
Moving forward.
Yeah, Manto keeps on pushing forward as he sees what's going on behind him, whichever one. As you keep on pushing up, that lower corridor begins to fade behind you. You step into that kind of more lush, serene area of the Citadel's gardens. The paths kind of wind through vibrant blooms and silver-leaved trees. This seems like their beauty is carefully cultivated to evoke the natural splendor of perhaps Zarandar's forest, the planet off in the solar system here. And as you're walking in here, you see, as I mentioned, a bunch of astral elves moving about. Most of them keep on pushing up to the north, forward towards the temple. one pair of astral elves that kind of walks by you pretty close, almost brushes up against you. They're dressed in this kind of courtly attire. They pass you on the path, and their voices are a little low. Make sure, like, it seems like no one, they don't want anyone to hear them. One of them begins to speak. Do you think Prince Zelith, he's going to change anything? Or is it just going to be more of the same? And the other one replies, hush! Looking around. These are dangerous times for idle words. Besides, it's too late to do anything about it now. The coronation is about to begin. And kind of looks around at each other, kind of mutter a couple more things, and off they go up towards the temple once again, getting closer and closer to that.
I would wait for them to kind of get like a reasonable distance away, and then I would say, since the coronation is about to begin, I think now is the perfect time to continue moving rather efficiently towards the light and taking care of business.
Let's go. The man. Let's get to it.
Then we move.
We move as one.
Moving as one. As you guys continue to pass on by, Langston, Rampu, and Crick getting closer to the temple. You see one astral elf gardener outside by the gardens that Manto just walked on through. Kind of stands up and wipes his brow off as he puts his hoe off to the side and looks over to you guys. Hey, you heading over to the temple, eh? Kind of looks up to the top. The crystal's light is particularly bright today. An omen, perhaps.
You view it as an omen. I think it speaks good things of the king to be.
You know what they say, when shine the brightest, one day it's gonna burn out and leave us all into ash. But hey, leave these dark days aside, and hopefully Zelith will rule us into a rightful age once again.
Langston's fist is like semi-clenched. He's like, yes, that's all we could hope for these trying times. Are you not gonna go to the coronation yourself?
Oh, a lowly man like myself, there's no place in the coronation. Might peek out from behind the crowd a little bit, get a view if I can, but it should be happening any moment. I think they'll be wrapping up the funeral quite soon.
Oh, they're going right into it after the funeral. That's right. Oh my gosh.
Ask them what route they're taking from the funeral to the coronation. I whisper that as if he would have heard me telepathically anyways.
I was gonna say, I just like stop and like look up, and I'm just like, I'm okay. And so, what route are they going from the funeral to the coronation? Is it all in the same place?
Oh yeah, no, it'll all happen right at the Temple of Light, right at the Astral Font.
Dang. All right. Well, I guess we don't really want to be missing it.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah.
I hope the best for your garden. Don't work too hard today. Still a day for celebration.
I appreciate it. I'll have my drinks later on.
It's never too late. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I like snap jazz hands and then just make my way up with like gesturing to Crick and Rampu.
What's 5 o'clock got to do with anything?
I don't. What is time in this place we're in? I don't know.
Exactly. All right. So, as you guys continue to push on up, getting closer to the temple, then, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Let
me see if I can send this actually to you guys real quick. Actually, we'll leave that for now as I switch you guys on over.
Oh, hell.
Ooh.
Just right on up into it. Whoops, sorry. This is going to be what I'm sending right now. It's like a full... It's like what the module provides as... I'm sorry, did that send to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the...
It didn't send on my player screen for whatever reason. Oh, no, it did. It just I haven't scrolled up. So that's like the side view on the top right, which you guys are looking at, the Astral Temple. You guys are down on that lower level right now. The top two levels aren't actually like, technically levels. The very top is actually the where the crystal on top of the Temple of Light sits. However, as you guys, I just wanted to show you guys that to get you a little view of what you're kind of approaching. The temple, as you guys are approaching it, rises before you, its colossal crystal crown glowing with the brilliance of Xaryxis. And at its grand entrance, a pair of honor guards stand at attention, their silver armor gleaming. Of course, with you guys dressed in your armor and everything, no one seems to bat an eye. No one seems to pay attention whatsoever. And you guys push your way into the temple now, through the crowd of onlookers, and you guys see an elf priest presiding over the figure of the late emperor, whose body floats in an azure pool with a brilliant beam of light penetrating it from above. Flanking the priest are Prince Zelith and Princess Zadali. The prince is arrayed in this regal splendor. His expression is one of exultation, while Zadali, she stands stiffly, regarding her brother with a look of utter loathing. And silence fills the temple here, as the priest raises his arms, and the emperor's body, shrouded in this light, rises into the beam, up into the air, and disappears.
Oh.
The Emperor has ascended, the priest announces. His spirit is one with the light of Xaryxis. As his firstborn heirs, Prince Zelith and Princess Zadali are both in line to rule. But Princess Zadali stands accused of treason. Are there any who would defend her claim? And the crowd all kind of gasp and leaves the air silent for a moment. An opportunity for someone to speak up if they'd like.
Rampu?
I
wouldn't.
look around if I really want to.
I also
That's
kind of want to. I'm gonna level with you boys.
I'm gonna level. We'll leave that in the hands of the captain. Someone who's just kind of the help. I don't do stuff like that.
Well, Langston, sometimes I think it's good to do these things. Why don't I speak up and maybe you guys keep moving?
No.
Maybe we get into an advantageous position for the princess.
So you guys are having this mental conversation, seemingly quiet silence over the crowd right here. No one chiming in to speak up. Zadali pushes herself forward. You all would condemn me without hearing my side. My brother, she kind of points a trembling finger at Zelith, has sought to eliminate me from the moment our father's light began to fade. This accusation of sedition is nothing but a fabrication of a desperate ploy to secure his throne unchallenged. And the crowd murmurs and doubts, and the sound of a kind of scoffing laugh from Zelith cuts through the chamber. Sedition!
I go, yeah! Yeah!
I start yelling, yeah, she's got a point!
I'll
Kind
have what Steve's having. I look at Manto. Is that right?
That's better.
Better? All right.
Kind of looks around and sees you guys chiming in. Does someone have something to say about this?
Well, it sounds
Yeah,
to
well,
me,
Good.
sounds to me, just a regular old elf thing. That this is all bullshit. And
crowd.
she's telling the truth.
The crowd all murmurs and gasps.
Look at her. She looks
Look at
so
her.
much better than him.
He is a bastard. Look at him. All smug there. Putting his sister through this. Anybody else would have just sent her off and given her like an embassy position or something and just, leave her in some island to die. No. He's making a whole show out of this just to quell his ego. She's telling the truth. I believe her.
The crowd all kind of gasp, and there's murmurs going about of like distrust and not sure who to believe or whatnot. Zelith pushes himself forward. You guys are going to believe them after all that I've told you about my sister. told you she was trying to overthrow my father, get him dead as soon as he possibly could, and take over the throne. If it wasn't for me...
What proof do you have? I yell. Other than your word, what proof do you have?
So look around. Well, sister, kind of looks like he's a little unsure about what to say here, as you kind of put him in a corner here. Go and make a intimidation check for me.
I'm gonna give you guidance on this one. I'm gonna give you a little pat on the butt because you're absolutely killing it.
Is my like 'cause I've been screaming as well. Is it like a help? Am I like helping him intimidate or?
Sure, yeah.
So that would give me advantage?
Yes.
And the D4.
Okay. Plus.
Yeah.
Does the top one show up? I can't see it.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah, I see 18 plus 1 altogether.
Whew. All right, 19.
All right. The prince kind of like scoffs at this and tries to refute the argument here. It's like, please step on forward, sir. Please, if you have so much to say, step on forward.
I do have plenty to say. For example, if your word is just what we're going for, okay. I saw you trying to commit sedition yourself. There you go. Now, how can you disprove me? You can't just go by someone's word. That's absurd. That is not justice. That is someone being a tyrant and trying to take over and make this into a kangaroo court, and at the expense of his own sister. You sick bastard.
The kangaroo.
Unfortunately, my word weighs way more than yours does, little man over there, as I am the Emperor's son and the next in line to be Emperor. Does anyone else here question me?
Can I mentally ask the whole crew, like, does that ring that Langston holds, is that just make someone the ruler, if I recall, or...
It's vital for the ceremony.
No, it's a
I'm pretty
ceremony,
sure.
not necessarily.
But it's also like a status of power in this collective.
Oh yeah, but she gave it to you, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so she's hiding it. Never mind.
It's just a matter.
In this moment, though, after this back and forth argument, Zelith kind of refuting anything Rampu says. Rampu, of course, arguing back with him and just saying, it's only your word. Like, what kind of proof do you have over this? Zidali, just fed up with this, throws her hands up. Lies, lies, lies. It's all lies. Listen, his word or my word, who will you listen to? And the crowd all kind of murmurs and kind of like seems like it's very questioning which way to go. And she says, if that's the case, I demand a chance to prove my innocence. I invoke my right to a trial by combat. And everyone gasping.
Ooh!
Zelith kind of laughs, mocking at this. A trial by combat? Against whom? Me? He gestures dramatically, like eliciting a laughter from everyone in the room. Perhaps you've forgotten, dear sister, but I've already bested you at every turn. Would you have the people witness your failure again this time with swords instead of schemes? Besides, only someone who bears one of the Starlight Rings can challenge for the right to rule.
Do you mean like one of these? And I will take it out of my pocket and just show him.
Crowd once again just jaws to the floor, gasping. And Zidali says, and I have my champions right here.
Unless you're
See if you can
scared.
back up all that
Are
smug
you
talk.
scared?
Yeah. Are you scared? All right, lads, I think we've practiced enough with everyone chicken routine at once, and we all just start squawking at it.
Zealous looks at you guys. You guys start to do this, and Zelith sneers. And very well, sister. If you won't face me yourself, I too name a champion. and the crowd all begins to back up and everything, leaving like an open space just for the four of you guys to be like standing in an opening right there. I guess Manto, you're still like kind of.
Oh, I'm like hidden.
Yeah, you're still a little hidden from this scenario, but it seems as Adali has a recognition of who the three of you all are after hearing your voices and of course knowing who has the ring.
Manto, tell her I said hi. You have that power. Tell her I said what's good.
Langston says hello.
Thank you.
Alright, Zelith, he sneers and says, "Very well, sister. Since you won't face me yourself, I too name a champion." As I mentioned, everyone starts to back up and clear the space out. "Bring forth the Zodar!" And the crowd gives once more a collective gasp as the guards part ranks. Oh yeah, as the guards part ranks.
Be here, Jesus.
The guards part ranks to make way for a creature completely clad head to toe in a suit of obsidian armor, and its feet never once touching the ground as it hovers gently, floating towards you. You realize that the armor is the creature. And the priest turns to you all, he faces you all and says, "The Zodar has served the Imperial family since the dawn of the Empire. Its knowledge is vast, and its will is absolute. A battle to the death!" Again, the crowd, gasping, creates a circle around for you guys. Yep.
2 questions. 1, does this thing have a starlight ring?
It doesn't. Are you asking me? Or are you asking like the
Mostly you, just to
Yes.
be like, doesn't that mean this thing? Don't they need a ring to fight?
He does not have a star ring. However, it is who Zelith named as his champion as his trial by combat.
Fine. Second part. Can we agree? No outside interference. Can we agree on this?
No.
Of course. This is a trial by combat. There are rules here. This isn't Nam.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. I don't want any funny business. And I was pointing at a random like honor guy. I'm like, I'm looking at you. All right, nothing funny.
Blades are up, ready, just in case, but of course, just as a protection.
So while all this is happening, Crick just kind of like slinks down and has like an eggplant just slide off the back of his forearm into his palm onto the ground, and then like 3 or 4 of his nanobites go in and give the eggplant like legs and little teeny tiny arms as he casts the level 1 Find Familiar that I got from the guy a while ago. And with that, the little eggplant like shimmies up everyone's like leg and just kind of like takes 1 potion of healing from each of them. So if Rampu and Langston each have a potion of healing, maybe they can give them to the eggplant. So the eggplant now has 2 potions of healing on him, and then he kind of like runs over here to be hidden.
I'll give him a potion to heal.
with 2 little potions of healing on him.
Incredible. All right, so as the Zodar kind of floats its way on into this room here, making its presence known, standing quite tall, or not standing, it's hovering there rather, but its form must weigh at least a ton, 1,500, 2,000 pounds perhaps. Just obsidian armor. All you see on its its bipedal entity, you see no facial feature whatsoever aside these 2 narrow vertical slits that resemble eyes, but there's behind it no sense of emotion or anything. And as it approaches the arena here, Manto, you have a choice real quick before the battle begins. As Langston said, no outside interference. Are you going to make yourself known to be a champion, a fighter as well, or are you going to stay hidden and out of it? Or are you going to get into it and I don't know, something not great?
I'm gonna summon Jake.
Okay.
Would I don't know if this one could be considered insight or what, but would I be able to, I guess, know if Zelith is gonna put up some sort of like barrier to make sure that there's no outside interference happening?
Yeah, you wouldn't really exactly be able to tell that, but the way it seems right now, it seems like they just kind of cleared out a space in here for you guys to battle it out.
I'm gonna stay on the outside, not be seen.
Okay. So are you okay. I will say, just just to be completely transparent, if you join in on the fight and you're not a part of the original fight, it will not go well. I will just say, I'm just gonna be completely clear,
Don't fucking do it, Luke. God damn it.
We don't want all of these other people joining in the fight as well.
What's up?
I feel like that's what's going to happen. If an outsider joins on our side, then these 15 astral elves are going to join in on his side.
Yeah, and we'll be in a pit, so they'll all have high ground and kill us. So,
I'm just
announce
telling
yourself, coward.
All right, I'll join.
I like, try and have a tricky play, but, in a situation like this, it might not. I just want to be clear with you. It won't be in your benefit.
You can still hide in the middle of combat, though. You can still absolutely do that.
So Manto, what do you do right now then, as the Zodar makes itself known and everyone's getting themselves ready for this battle?
Well, where is everyone in Zelith relative, when they ask?
Everyone is probably just standing behind, back here.
See, I must have misunderstood, because it sounded like it was just going to be Langston and Zodar.
No, it's going to be all of you guys.
All of us.
All right. I would be kind of behind them as they step up, and then once they kind of move up, and I'll just be like, I'm joining too.
Zidali says, yes, that is Manto, my personal champion. I trusted him with the Ring of Shooting Stars personally. Make sure that he is included in the battle as well. Zell says, yes, whatever. 4 against the Zodar will be no problem.
Wait, I got Jake.
And don't forget my eggplant.
They kind of look around at you. What about the Drake over there? And you're completely ignoring the talk of the eggplant. Say, the Drake...
They always do.
Drake to me.
Leave it up to a coin toss. Zelith looks over at the prince. A coin toss? I mean, it's magical abilities. It's all in fair play, technically. Fine.
Are you scared? Buck. The little sissy emperor. I'm so scared. Oh, my little sister's gonna kick my butt.
Zelith looks over and says, I choose heads, which will be the higher of these rolls here. Okay, 18 it is, which is the heads. He says, the Drake stays back. And the Astral priest looks back at him. You heard him. The Drake stays.
That does.
I go, Jake, protect the princess until it's time. And he flies over next to her and just starts growling at the brother.
Get this thing away from me! Just kind of flicks that way
so
at
friendly.
it.
Give him some garlic, he'll be fine.
Does Jake's immune strikes count as attacking the fight?
Or what?
Does it magically go through his stuff?
It's a reaction that Jake can use. He's just got to be within 30 feet of Ramp 2.
But would that consider him acting in the fight?
It's hard to say. Maybe Jake would have to, if he wanted to do that, would have to make a stealth or a sleight of hand check to see if he can get it off without anyone knowing that.
All right. Well, while that conversation is going on, could Crick step up in between everybody?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
All right, as Crick pushes himself up forward, the Astro Elf Priest stands up. Everyone to position. Okay, Zodar, you're ready. Kind of just floating there, buzzing with this vibrational kind of hum, this deep, loathing kind of hum. Langston, Rampu, and Mantu, do you guys position yourselves anywhere?
I do. So, how big is like the actual battle area that we'll have? This circle here?
Yeah, we'll say it's like statue. No, we'll say it's like statue to statue. I mean, yeah, it looks like these guards are kind of blocking you guys in between these two statues, essentially.
Okay, so I would come over here and position myself there with my longbow.
Okay. Alright, if there's, you guys don't need any other positions to move, then we can go ahead and roll initiative and get the battle commenced. You see over in the Zodar's corner, Zelith kind of rubbing his shoulders, shining him up a little bit, giving him a little bit of a pep talk.
Fucking 3.
Beautiful. And we just need a, let's see, Manto, right?
Yeah, hold on. My computer is taking a shit on me.
Go to me
Hold
at
on.
20.
If it's the animation thing, you go ahead and just go into your settings and turn on reduce animation movement.
We're good now.
Might be what it
Ah,
is.
fuck.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it, indeed. Up first, Rampu. As you guys stand around in a circle, all these Astro Elf honor guards and the crowd of the coronation gathering around and watching as the battle commences between the champion of Prince Zelith, the Zodar, and the champions of Princess Zadali, the Stormbreakers. Rampu, what do you do?
First things first, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this biatch. And hold on, you said something.
I was waiting for it.
Now I'm gonna take a shot at him with my longbow. Boom. 24.
24 hits.
Yeah, buddy. Got this plus that. Oh yeah.
Nice.
13 damage. And I shoot again. 22.
22 hits.
Yes. 11 plus 13 more damage.
Nice. Two longbow shots piercing into the obsidian flesh, exoskeleton, if you will, of the Zodar.
Could I trigger movement? Like, could I ready a movement action if he comes to me for me to move like 15 feet away? From him,
No, you cannot, unfortunately. You could ready a dash action if you had an action available, but yeah, you can't.
Got
do
it.
that.
Okay.
All right. The Zodar up now as these two shots pierce into its flesh, seemingly completely unfazed by this regardless. You guys watch as its body kind of tilts and twists into the direction of Rampu. And as I mentioned, you can see on its face these two slits that look like they would be eyes. And they begin to illuminate with this bright blue light. And you guys hear him begin to convulse and reverberate within as this light shines on Rampu, zapping him. And Rampu, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Do I still have that guidance on me or no?
You do not. No.
No. That was only for the intimidation.
18.
18. Rampu, you will take, 13 points of force damage as you guys watch this light completely envelop around him and he disappears and reappears right in front of the Zodar. I need a con save, but we can go ahead and take care of that in a second. As the energy around Rampu shine... Oh yeah, you lose Hunter's Mark. Short-lived.
It was a good run.
Yes. Let me go ahead and drop that. Yes, Rampu, the Zodar magically warps the space around you. You teleport right next to him. Bam! bam! You slam into the ground, taking that 13 points of damage. And as he stands or hovers in front of you now, his hulking form lifts up these massive obsidian crushing fists. Boom! One slams down on you. Boom! The second one slams down on you.
Can I
Oh!
warding flare one of them?
Which
A nat
one?
21. Second one.
Okay, sure. All right.
That one.
All right. Boom! Second hit then with a 22. These massive fists slamming down on Rampu, doing a total of 50 points of damage.
I'm down.
You get 7 temp HP back. Oh wait, hold on. I can reroll
Alright.
it if it's a 1. 4, so you get back 10 temp HP. Does that help keep you up?
It's
I
10,
would keep
10
you up.
HP. Hold on.
Alright,
Let's see
just
something
have
real
it
quick.
before or after. Yeah.
No. Temp HP will not work with this, though, unfortunately. With him being unconscious. It needs to be regular HP.
Well, shit.
Okay, Rampu goes down as the Zodar with 2 massive slamming fists just knocks him into the ground, and the crowd collectively lets out a gasp as the Zodar hovers continuously into the direction of Crick. You can feel this resonance reverberating off of him. Manto, you are up.
Well, fuck. All right, let's try something. I'm gonna try Psychic Blade at first. See if that does it. Actually, what kind of damage is sneak attack damage? Is it
That's your same damage.
okay? Damn. All right, we'll do Psychic Blade then. 22.
That will hit.
Beautiful. So 8 damage, psychic damage to him. And would I have noticed that affected him more so than Rampu's ranged shot?
Rampu's shot still did, hurt him. It's just this thing is a hulking.
I
Aberration.
understand. Okay.
But yeah, so your 8 still, it hurts him just as well.
Okay. Bonus action, Psychic Blade. Advantage. 26.
That will hit.
So 1d4, so 6 damage plus. I'm gonna do 3d6, and then I'm gonna try and knock him prone. Substituting my 1d6, so he has to make a Dex save, DC 15. Nice. So he is prone.
Nice. As his body almost falls backwards, it completely lifts back up, almost like it's pulled by a magnet or something. As he uses
Ooh,
a legendary
max damage.
resistance, though. He did not fall
Oh,
prone, but
shit.
yeah, 27 damage is, or 24 damage on the second one, still nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Is he's not concentrating on anything, is he?
Nope.
Okay. All right. And then I would kind of hide behind this eggplant.
All right. Mantis' skin turns that
Little
purplish
eggplant,
hue.
little arms.
Hilarious. All right, Langston, you are up.
Alrighty. This thing is terrifying. Please let me know if this would be an action. Can I just roll like a general, like either Arcana or like Religion or some type of check to be like, what is the magic kind of powering this thing?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Alright. Thick as fuck. We are not rolling above a 10. 13.
13. Yeah, you're not sure if this is something that's just like powered by some sort of like magic or whatever, or if there's like actually a if it's like created if it's a creature itself or if it's created. And, there's a long history that's probably, developed around them, but I think Langston, unfortunately, probably doesn't know too much about that.
All right, I'm just like big scary suit guy. Then
It seems
what
to have
I
a
will
purpose, and that purpose is to destroy.
Purpose is to fuck shit up. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Then I think what I will do, we're in the thick of it for sure. I'll do Beacon of Hope on everybody, so that'll guarantee max healing for everything, and we have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, so that would apply to Rampu.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my movement to just move to the other side of Crick here to still keep a visual on Rampu. And then I already used my reaction to ward off the previous attack, and I'm just going to ready another warding flare, Silvery Barb, situation permitting.
Sounds good. Anything else for you?
Bonus action, I'll ignite the lance.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll summon that. Does that like sway anybody's opinion in the crowd? I'm like, Coraline's lance. I'm like looking like, does anybody?
Everyone's still just like jaw to the floor looking at Rampu, and you see people like passing gold coins around, like, I told you he was gonna go down.
Oh, holy shit, we're just a live event.
Alright, anything else for you?
That'll be all.
Crick is up now.
So after Crick sees Rampu just fucking get decimated, like sits both of his feet in the ground and tries to like drill in just a little bit more, but there's like no more charge of his armor healing itself anymore. So with that, he just kind of takes one step forward, right in front of this massive armor, and just goes, "Good luck," as he just splits into four as a mirror image happens upon him.
Amazing.
And then I am going to bonus action. I have a potion of healing that I'm going to drink for 8, 9, 10 health.
Nice.
Whatever the max could be, you got it.
Yep, that's 10. So I'll do 10 health. And I got 10 HP from right before we rested. And then with that, you guys, like, no one really notices except for Manto, as the eggplant that he was hiding behind just kind of starts waddling forward swiftly.
No. I need you.
It gets right in front of Rambo, and it just takes its its arms extend, and it pulls out a potion of healing. And first action, it just pours a potion of healing into Rampu's stomach, and that's what I just did elevation for its potion, so I've got one potion left.
All right, Rampu, you awaken as a large oblong shape is pouring liquid into your mouth, and it excites you, it jolts you up as you awaken, just dripping down your face. It rolls down your chin, the potion, but most of it in your mouth as you swallow it. And
what's wrong with that? Would those temp HP that Langston gave me be on me too?
No.
Oh, well then who did you give the temp HP to then, Langston?
It has to go to the person.
Whoever's being attacked, yeah. So.
Okay. That's cool.
You got 10 HP and you back up. You're still in this bitch.
So now it's my turn. Okay.
Rampu awakens as an eggplant's pouring this in his mouth. You're prone on the ground currently. But yes. Not dead.
Beautiful. And we are able to get full health on any healing that we do, correct?
Correct. That is the benefit of Beacon of Hope.
Okay, so I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to level 2 your wounds myself.
Nice.
So that's 4d8 plus 2.
32.
4 times 32.
That's 34.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
so 34
joke.
health. And would that count as my full action since I get 2 attacks?
That's the magic action. So yes. That is your full
Okay.
action.
Still have a bonus
So-
though.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would get a bonus. Okay, got it. But let's.
It just could not be a leveled
Uh,
spell because you already did a leveled spell.
Totally. I'm going to. I'm going to replace my hunter's mark on the guy.
That would be a spell, but you do if you have a potion,
spell.
you could bonus action potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna get up, so that takes half my movement, and I'm gonna move back 15 feet and take my healing potion.
Okay, so if that's
So then
2d4
10
plus,
healing.
yep, perfect.
Excellent, and that is my turn.
Randu just skitters back, healing himself rapidly, like back awake, and like just was nearly dead, but he is back at it now.
I
Crick.
look at Crick, and I give him a double-eyed wink.
Crick just looks at you and just. Is he okay?
I'm having a stroke. Help!
gives
that's what that is. Uh-oh.
Crick the double-eyed wink. The eye slits on the Zodar go wide as that blue kind of white light shines down on Crick's body, and you guys hear this deep reverberation from within it. Crick, I need you to make a con saving throw for me.
Whoa, you dick. You tried that lately. Juicy 3?
Nice. You will take... Wow! 3 points of force damage. That's crazy. And as it doesn't teleport you anywhere, you see... as if, still no emotion on this thing whatsoever. Just almost mechanically, instantly, lifts its arms up into the air and slams them down onto you, Crick. It's a 29.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yep.
D20. A 2. Ah, fuck. Does that hit me? Hold on. Spells. I think that hits. Yep, that hits me.
20 points of damage on Crick. And the second one, boom, comes slamming down. 25.
That says 20 points of damage. And then I gotta roll a D20 again. D20. Come on. 17. Alright. One of the guys pop. I only have 3, so I would delete another one.
One of the duplicates vanishes away from Crick. And looking around, there's still 2 around you, but this thing, seemingly unbothered, unfazed by this, its eyes still piercing down in your direction. And Manto, you are up.
Oh yeah. Alright, I pull out my revolver. Bonus action, steady aim.
Nice.
I pull out my gun.
I gotta pull out my gun!
And shoot it right at him. 25.
25 hits.
Yeah.
13 damage plus. We're gonna do the same sneak attack again. 3d6 and then try and knock him prone. Oh yeah.
The shot hits him once again and tries to knock him back, and he recenters himself using a second legendary reaction.
And that is my turn.
5 damage more. All right. And Langston, you were up. You hear the ping of a revolver against its exoskeleton, this obsidian exoskeleton, as it seems still relatively unharmed.
Super. Well, let's see if we can't fix that. I think what I'm going to do, just to kind of gauge this thing, I am going to cast Toll of the Dead at it. Toll of the Dead, excuse me. So it needs to make a wisdom throw. How wise is this thing?
We shall see. Wisdom save. 16.
Son of a bitch! Cool. So I don't even think that's half damage. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Cool. Didn't want to do anything fun anyway. Bonus action. How's everyone looking? Bonus action, because it max healing, I will do a first level healing word to Crick to keep him in the fight. So you get back 11, 2d4 plus 3, so which is max.
And then
Very nice. Shing! This radiance rains down on Crick, healing him up. And anything else for you, Langston?
How's action, bonus action? No, I think that's all you're gonna get out of Langston this round.
Sounds good. Crick with a little bit of healing back at you, standing before this massive creature. What do you do?
so this massive shining armor is sitting in front of Crick in his shining armor, and he just kind of like puts his hands down for a second. You guys all feel that big envelopment as he casts another defensive ward, and then he just goes armor versus armor and just starts pounding this thing in the face.
Awesome.
And we're gonna go. I can't see it.
15's a miss.
15's a miss. 7 is absolutely a miss.
Boom, boom, you punching into him twice. Both of them connecting into him, but its body, unmoving, unfazed whatsoever, just looks back down at you and begins to lift its arms up into the air, and you know it's coming next. But anything else for you?
No. Am I able to tell like of that 15? Like, nah, never mind. Go ahead. That's it.
It's pretty strong. All right, Rampu,
Yeah.
you are up. Princess Zadala yells over to you, "Get him, Rampu! He's not expecting you from behind!"
They never do.
Oh, God.
Okay, Diddy. Anyways.
Yo, she has
So
a lot of
I'm
baby oil over there.
That's right.
Terrible.
So I'm gonna replace one of my attacks with a breath weapon.
Nice.
Literally, you'll see me I'm pissed off that this thing knocked me out in one hit. I said, no one makes me bleed my own blood. And it just, lightning just shoots out of me. And it'll be a 15-foot cone.
Alright, so I'll drop that down for you. Of lightning, a lightning cone.